Hello there. Shout out to you, all my psychic, spiritual, and cosmic peeps. It's Psychic Cynthia here, also known as Spiritual Psychic Cynthia Killian. Coming to you live from Wichita, Kansas on a snowy day. And I just love the snow. I got a little of that Nordic blood and Nordic spirit in me, just a little. And what do I do when it's a snowy day? I get out and film videos. So here I am, enjoying it. It's not too bad out. Shout out to all my friends in Boulder, because the snow makes me think of you, and also to my son in Boulder. Shout out to you. Just wanted to make sure, if you didn't catch my earlier video, just briefly mention it, that you know that Mercury is now back direct. But I like to say it's not fully direct. Okay, the thing is, it went direct, it's stationed. And if you haven't watched my videos about what that means, you might want to check that out. Maybe I'll see if I can dig out a link. Stationing direct is the beginning of the turnabout. It's actually a time of standstill, so that's why the week right after it quote unquote goes back direct is often like walking in molasses. It's a little slow, and it might even be the lowest energy point of the entire retrograde cycle. So, don't go getting in a sprint yet to get things done. You're just not going to have the energy, because there's this thing, it's called the post-retrograde storm, okay? And just to make it simple here, very simple, this is the time when the orbit of Mercury is catching back up in speed again. And so things are catching back up. And, the momentum is starting to build again, but it's still very, very slow. It's almost a complete standstill, relatively speaking, in terms of cosmic cycles at the time of the stationing. And that was January 1st, the evening, for those of us in the United States. Now, if you're in Europe, it would have technically been into January 2nd, or Australia or other parts of the world. So, that just happened, right? I'm filming this on, January 5th. So, it's been a few days. The storm, the post-retrograde storm, by the way, when it first goes retrograde, there's also a storm before, right, where the orbit starts slowing down a lot. But we're not in that. We're in the, we're moving towards good things here, okay? We're moving towards, having more energy again, and communications getting clearer, more clarity, more momentum, an ease of movement. So it's coming, it's building. Anyway, that post-retrograde storm completes itself by next Monday. And gosh, I don't have the date in front of me, but I believe it's January 8th. So it's that, it would be a week after, New Year's Day. So yeah, that's right. It'd be January 8th. Even then, there's this little mathematical thing where Mercury kind of has to get back to where it was astrologically when it started the retrograde. So we're still going to be backtracking and for a while. And that goes in. All right, I got cut off here. So as I was saying, the snow actually turned my camera off, believe it or not. And again, this is Psychic Cynthia. Shout out to you. Spiritual Psychic Cynthia Killian. So after the storm ends of our recent Mercury retrograde on next Monday, that's January 8th, we are still going to have a time of readjustment and catching back up between January 8th to January 20th. So January 20th marks the end of the Mercury retrograde, current Mercury retrograde cycle. The whole complete official end, even though technically Mercury went direct on January 1st, but there's all this back end stuff that has to tie it. Okay, so just be gentle with yourself, be patient, allow yourself, the spaciousness to get things done. Continue to not be in a hurry, to not overschedule or cram yourself. This is really still a better time for contemplative activities or small group activities. I wouldn't go scheduling a big party during this time if I could, avoid it. I mean, although it's certainly better than, during the retrograde. So if you have to do that, if you're going to have, I don't know, I get it. A lot of people do their stuff in January, and maybe they're going to do a sales party or something, or I don't know. I'm not talking about family, but I'm talking about, more of a social or business thing. If you have to do that, I hope you at least wait until after January 8th. And actually, there's a new moon coming up on January 11th. And I would wait until just, a few days after that. So think about, for moving forward, let's just say January 15th to be good. And really, to be really good, January 20th, when that, end of the post-retrograde shadow happens. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. We're moving forward. And listen, you'll have a window of time between now and April. I mean, you can get started gradually now. You can work quietly in the background. You can have some small business dealings or more intimate, The reason you don't want to get too many people together, or undertake your major things during a Mercury retrograde effect, even though we're not still in it, but there's still some lingering effects. You don't want to take on too much because things get complicated and there's often misunderstandings. There are tech breakdowns. There are the minor inconveniences increase, and that's very difficult on your nervous system. So it'd be better to not have that. But yeah, it's getting better. And the next Mercury retrograde, I believe, is in April. I think we're going to have some of the pre-shadow at least, and maybe the storm at the end of March. So get your stuff done in between now and then. All right. Well, I'm off now to the next video. I got to do some psychic stuff too. So shout out to y'all for watching these videos. And if it's snowing like it is where I'm at, happy snow day. Until next time. Bright cosmic blessings to you.